Hal should get the rest of the bouquet. Because you'll feel left out when we start doing this if you don't have a flower. So, thank you all for coming today. I'm very honored that you're here to share in this practice that we'll do together. And I just love the fall. I don't know about you guys. It is my favorite season. At this moment, in the winter, I'll probably say that is. But all of the leaves falling from the trees, and what I love is to see the bare nakedness of all the branches. Here is this naked tree, and like you never saw that before because, it was covered in these leaves. And the sap goes down in the roots. It's so like what we do in the winter. It's cold, and so we kind of start going inside, and the trees that are of the kind that lose their leaves, we totally love our green ones also, but they go within. And we need to get in that state once in a while where we're just bare naked, because those branches are what? They're fully in the light now. There's nothing hiding anymore between them and Creator. So we need to get in this state sometimes and kind of purify and harvest, set to rest, so that the spring of our life can come, we can be new. And this harvesting of the soul, which is what I call this practice, might leave you in a very clear place where everything in your life is accounted for, reckoned, gracefully, gently, lovingly, sorted, and you will kind of go into a deep state of omniscience, which is our natural state. So when we get to actually doing this practice, we're going to be harvesting certain things that are going to rise for us in our past into one basket here that will be like, something will rise, and I don't think I would do that again. So that's not like, a bad basket, but it's just like, it's not quite, I wouldn't can that stuff, So that will go there. And then in this basket, so as you are going to set, there's 4 stages to this practice. When things rise from your past, you might say, wow, that really worked out great. So anything that's really good in your life, came from goodness itself. So that would be all glory to God. So put that in this basket. Hopefully this one is pretty big for us. A lot of things in your life that happened, you'll look at and go, I don't know, that was sort of good and that wasn't, and I don't know. So it's perfectly okay. Sufis love to not know. We're not attached to knowing. How can we be? The state of the universe has changed. So we're going to let that one go, just up to the all-knowing, divine omniscience. Let it go. So when I get to that point, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say we're going to be sorting things into the basket. We could say the one we don't especially like, the one that we are happy about, and we don't know. So you'll know when I get to that point what I'm talking about when I say baskets. So harvesting our lives is about non-judgmentally, with clear awareness, looking at every single thing in our lives. And this state of witnessing is one I hope you can come back to in the future. I mean, with, the stuff with the hurricanes and our storms and the elections, we get very emotionally and mentally entrenched in this livingness, which is okay, but we need to know how to get out of that, how to step back and witness it. It's kind of a third party to it. The idea of witnessing, the Buddha has a practice he shared with his disciples that is called right-mindfulness. And right-mindfulness means you cannot just be here, this entity, with this point of view. You're the subject. Right-mindfulness is you kind of become all perspectives. It's very holographic. It's a witnessing stage. So right-mindfulness means I can also see things from everyone's point of view and no point of view. So that's what the Buddha meant by right-mindfulness. And then Gurdjieff brought that practice again in his teachings. And he calls it self-remembering, because we can get so out there in everything that's happening, we're not even keeping this point of view, this deep point of view, this in the heart of God point of view. We can lose that perspective. That's our true witness. So the idea here, and Sufis are very experiential, so we're going to, before I actually lead us in the harvesting practice, we're going to do a simple meditation with your flower. And what we're doing here is, there are basically 3 points in witnessing, in knowing, in omniscience. There's 3 points. There is the knower, that would be you, the knower, I'm knowing something. And there is the known, would be the object, what we're trying to know. And then there is the knowing itself, which is the field between, and the field encompassing all of that. So there are 3 points in knowing. There's the subject. I'm the knower. You're the knower in this. There is the object, the known, and then what's tying it together. And what's tying it together is going to be the witness stage. And I'm going to have you do this because Sufis are very experiential. And if you can't do it, it's like, what is that all about? So anyways, so I have you go ahead and take your flower and just hold it about a foot in front of you. And just relax. Maybe take a deep breath or 2. Let it go. And let your gaze be very gentle. But look at this flower. In this flower is the face of God. The earth is in there. The rain is in there. The sun is in there. So reach out to that flower with your full awareness. Love that flower. Become that flower. Notice its color, texture. Let the whole world disappear. It's just you and your attention on this flower. And now, try and become aware. Remember the one who is looking at the flower, the knower. Become aware of the one looking at the flower. You'll notice as you do that, the flower will lose some of its intensity, become a little dim. So now send your energy back out to the flower. Direct like an arrow your awareness right to that flower. Encompass the whole flower with your love, your attention. And now come back to the one that is looking at the flower. Come back inside of yourself, going into your own heart, becoming aware of who is looking at this flower. So you'll notice as you do this, you are kind of playing hide and seek with your consciousness, with your awareness. You'll be out where the flower is. You'll be back inside of yourself. Try now to pause halfway out to the flower. Try to be in the middle of that space, looking from yourself, but also fully engaged with the flower. That is a balancing point. That is a witness stage. And if you can find that point on the bridge between your inner awareness and your connection with the world, if you can find that middle point on the bridge, that is the witness stage. You are both of those perspectives and neither. You're a third. So you can put your flowers down, and hopefully nobody got cross-eyed or anything. So, in the spirit of trick or treat, I actually tricked you right there into becoming a witness, because what is it that perceives there was a knower and that there was something out here being known? What is it that perceives that there's something here happening? That whole thing. What perceives that? There's a third you there, my friends. That is the witness. And think about that. And I became aware of that not too many years ago. It was Easter time, and I was in the tallest mountains of Arizona where I lived at the time. And it's like, I want to do my Jesus kind of thing. So go out in the wilderness for 3 days and 3 nights and see what happens. So I bought a backpack, and I did proceed to do that. And so the very first day, I'm halfway through the day, and I'm going, dang, it's like me and me. Like, is this going to be any fun? It's like there's all of this, awareness of like what's happening, emotionally and mentally and physically. And it's like, 2 of us, and it's like, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. But the next day things started, I lost some of that, mental chatter and self-consciousness and just became more of my surroundings. But I had sort of lost, this perspective. I just was everything. But then what I really noticed is, wow. So, okay, I'm getting along with me. I'm watching me. I'm not judging. I'm aware. We're hanging out. And what is it that is perceiving that there is someone watching what she's doing, thinking? So do you see these layers? That's our true witness. You can't get beyond that and maintain consciousness. So something perceives that I'm witnessing my life. Okay. So, are you ready to harvest our souls? Okay. So, each of these stages has a sacred mantra with it, which is an Arabic word. And much like Hindu mantras that people say, I mean, we all know Om and Ah, but they're sacred words. And so I would invite you, if you wish, to say each word, and I'll tell you which we're working on in your consciousness, 10 times, 20 times, and then just you've imbued the quality of that. It's kind of like you're calling the universe attention. So, and then you can let the words go and just try and be empty and see what is going to rise for you. So we're going to feel the emotions that we've had in our past. See some of the thoughts, some of the behavior, some of the interactions we've had, but we're not going to identify with them. We're not judging our lives. We're like an accountant. We're just letting everything come forward that needs to come forward. And this practice, hopefully you'll maybe do it some other times. My website will be back up and I'll post it on there in case you want to look back and remember. Each time you do this practice, different things will come up. If you didn't clear up certain things, they'll come up again. But, we're not going to sit here a long time and let everything come up. But if you do this, each time different things come up, your soul knows what you need to look at. You can also take a particular, like a 10-year period of your life and focus on that when you do this harvesting practice. But there is no judgment in this. We're just witnessing and harvesting. So we're going to play a little bit of background music just to kind of chill us out a little bit as we do this. You're going to be sitting with your eyes closed for a while. If you are getting too relaxed and, maybe lean forward in your chair a little bit, I want you to be aware and attentive. I realize my voice can put people to sleep sometimes, but, try and stay focused for your soul's sake. So go ahead and wiggle a little if you need to, and stretch your legs or your neck, and just kind of get ready, get comfortable, and sink in a little bit. And please go ahead and close your eyes. So the first stage of witnessing is called Ya-ma-si. And it's like the word mercy without the R. Ma-si. Ma-si. And you can say this in your mind's eye. In your heart is better. Ma-si. And Ya means Yes. It's like a big exclamation point. Yah, mercy. Yah, mercy. So say that to yourself quietly. And mercy is the accounter, the number of all things in your life. Every single thing, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, everything is accounted for in the heart of God. There is no rock left unturned. It is all there to be seen and known. So for the next minute, as you might repeat Yah, mercy a little, and then just ask your soul, what would you like me to look at now? What needs to come forward that I need to examine? And for the next minute, without grabbing onto anything, judging anything, or even noting if we have an emotional reaction, just let things come. Let them rise. So we'll do this for about 1 minute. Continue to be relaxed with your eyes closed, with the knowledge of all that has been in your life and come forward. Remember, you're not judging, labeling, or even having an opinion about it. It was all a part of your life. It had its purpose. And now the second stage of witnessing is the reckoner. This is our conscience. And the sacred phrase is Hasib. Ha-sib, and we say Yah Hasib, Yah Hasib. And this is the sorting stage. We're going to sort what information came forward about ourselves. And as we sort into our baskets, remember God's full love and mercy are right here with us. Remember your soul's relationship to God is pure love. There's no judging. It's just accounting. And now let those things come forward, out into your hands. And as each comes forward, look at it with your heart. If you feel an action was bad, you wouldn't do it again. Ask forgiveness of others or yourself, or of the one great being. Just, I'm sorry. And lovingly put that in the basket. That, not canning quality. And when something comes forward that you hold in your hands and it's so precious, it's like, wow, that was amazing. All glory to God. And just lovingly put that over in your dang, that was good basket. And if things in your life come forward, hold them in your hands gently, and I don't know if that was positive or negative. Just surrender that like the chaff you would throw up into the wind. Throw it up into yourself. Surrender it up. So for the next minute, saying Yah Hasib, and then letting go into the silence, have your soul and God sort these things in your life that came forward. Yah Hasib. If you notice confusion or emotions rising, just say as God does, that's okay. It's all perfect. And sort those things. Now that you've sorted out some things, we're going to enter the third stage of witnessing. We're going to begin to give our whole lives a blessing now. And this is the Watchful One. It's called Rakib. Rakib. Yah. Rakib. The Watchful. And If you remember feeling, as Eckhart Tolle would have you, being watchful like a cat watching the mouse hole, waiting for that mouse to come out. Imagine you're that cat and you're just there, so intense, watching that hole, and you know that mouse is going to come out. It's this intense watchfulness of your whole life. But we're going to put a heart focus in that attention, in that awareness. So we're in the present moment fully, but drop into your hearts with that awareness. Patience, loving, protective, observation. And now think of the last time you watched the stars in the night sky. You were just watching them, you and the stars. Feel that peaceful, pure, passive way of looking at your life. And now think of a sleeping baby. Maybe you've had a chance to hold one or see one, but think of that sleeping baby. Such peace. And hug yourself, for you are your own sleeping baby. Watch yourself your whole life, where you're interested but not reactive. You're just loving, patient, protective. And now from this stage, let go. Let go of any clinging to this baby, any clinging to this life, any clinging to all of these experiences that got us here to this moment. Let go. Step back from any ownership of what you witness. You're blessing your life now. Maintain this witnessing for a few more precious seconds. Keep relaxed with your eyes closed. There is one more stage, final witnessing. We're almost finished. The final stage is called Alim. Alim. And we say Ya Alim. Ya Alim. The all-knowing, the omniscient. This is God's knowing. Knowing every possible thing about us and everything in an absolute way. God knows the essence, the inner secrets of our hearts from this stage of knowing, this consciousness is centered in the heart of God. Relax your inner self-consciousness and know God beyond words, intimately. Completely share the same reality that God does. Merge, blend, lose identity. Stay in this presence. Rest. Be at peace for 1 minute. Pure awareness. Only unity and oneness. Rest. Finally, it is time to re-emerge. So very gently, bring your awareness back. Gently open your eyes. Your consciousness now is that of the ultimate witness. You will remember in your body this connection of the divine and human that you are always. Just like that tree, that naked tree. You're in the light. Don't go back in the shadows. May you all have a deep, peaceful, joyful fall with great abundance in all good things. Thank you.